Hi there, I'm Elizabeth from Living Vibrantly, and I am going to be reviewing in this video a program called LIIFT4. And I am going to be comparing it probably quite a bit to 80 Day Obsession, just because that was the program I came off of doing right before this. So I'll try and not get into too much detail about that, but I will contrast those for those who are familiar and try and give enough context for those who are not. So LIIFT4 is a workout video program from Beachbody. If you don't know Beachbody, they're the maker of the best workout videos out there, and programs such as Insanity, 21 Day Fix, Body Beast, P90X. That's Beachbody. So LIIFT4 is a new program from celebrity trainer Joel Freeman. And it's spelled LIIFT, so lift with two I's, and that's because it's a combination of lifting or strength training and HIIT, high intensity interval training. And then the 4 is for 4 days a week. So it's 30-minute workouts, 4 days a week. That's kind of almost like a gimmicky selling point, because you can do whatever you want to do the other 3 days. You can rest and relax. This program came out in the summer, so it was like the perfect program for summer, right? Because you can just still do your vacation things and you're chilling, but it also allows time for you to do other outdoor activities, other types of exercise that you might enjoy if you're training for a race or long runs. But the program is really designed the way it is because that's how it's the most effective. So if you look at all of the benefits of high-intensity interval training, they are lost if you don't allow sufficient rest in between sessions. Or not that they're lost completely, but the benefits are not as much as they could be. In terms of endurance gains, muscle gains, you want to allow your body time to rest and recover. So that's really why the program is designed the way it is. And in addition, if you do super intense exercise every single day or even 6 days a week, it's possible you could get into overtraining, depending on how hard you're pushing yourself, depending on your body, other factors such as hormones, but overtraining is a possibility that you want to steer clear of, and you can do that by ensuring that you get enough rest. And the schedule for LIIFT4 is really designed to pretty much make that automatic, as long as you're following the program, and like Joel recommends, you're not doing strength training and you are not doing HIIT, interval training on the rest days, in between your LIIFT4 workouts. So that is the strategy and structure of LIIFT4. It is an 8-week program, and at this time it is streaming video only. So it's inside Beachbody On Demand. In the description for this video, there should be some information about how you can get access. Through October 1st, it is a premium program. It was a limited early release, and then it will be rolled out to all Beachbody On Demand subscribers at no extra charge on October 1st. So you have a few weeks to go. If you want to try it right now, there is an extra fee, but as of October 1st, it will be included in any Beachbody On Demand subscription, along with all 4 other programs that are part of it. It's an 8-week program. There are 32 workouts in all, because it's 4 days a week, but this is the new model that Beachbody has started following, and it's why with the newer programs they have not released DVDs, because there are so many different individual workouts and each one is different. So even if you're following the same rep pattern, you don't have to hear the same tired jokes over and over. It's, maybe a different cast, maybe just slightly different, commentary, but it does feel like a brand new workout. This is a personal training model, so it feels like Joel is instructing you through a personal training session, and it's just delivered in a slightly different way each time. That being said, there's not a lot of repetition. So kind of week 1, week 3 are almost the same, not exactly the same. Week 2, week 4 are almost the same. I'm just coming up on the end of week 4 out of 8, but I did want to get this review out there because I have a new support group starting soon with the program, and I feel like I'm far enough in where I know what it's about, and I'm hearing from my clients who are actually ahead of me and on the verge of finishing, which is so exciting. Okay, so you can expect to build some major muscle with this program if you push yourself in terms of how heavy you're lifting. And, if you really give your all in the workouts, and then if you follow the schedule, if you get enough sleep, and if you follow the nutrition program. There are different options for the nutrition program, actually. You can use the container system, so like 21 Day Fix, color-coded portion control containers, if you know that and if you like it. Or if you just want to try it, I'll teach you. I have an email series that walks you through it, and tons of meal ideas and recipes, and snack ideas and guidance for all of my clients should you choose to work with me. If you're not into those containers, you can track your macros if you would rather do that instead. But it's basically what it is, clean eating, macro balancing, and then you get one treat day every week where you can eat whatever you want. You don't have to count it. You don't have to do like treat swaps. You just eat what you want. Now, I'm going to post another video about this because I don't want to go too much into it. But in a way, I personally have found that just eating some treats is it's kind of hard to let go and just do that after so long of counting and swapping and calculating. So that's something I'm working on, but I just mentioned that as something that I think is really a hallmark of this program, is like just learning to go a little easier on yourself and take that rest day and have that treat, and it's going to be okay. Some of us, for some of us, it's just a new and different approach, and that takes some work too, if you're used to pushing yourself really hard. So that's something we'll work on together. And in fact, treat yourself is the theme of my next group coming up. Learning, first of all, to find some non-food treats, and then to enjoy those treats that are food once a week without guilt. But when it is just once a week, you can't have like Cheetos and French fries and beer and like a hamburger with the big fat bun, like all on the same day, right? Or you'd feel probably really bad if you did. So I always try and choose like just one treat. I've been enjoying ice cream this summer. I'm probably going to switch to beer and wine as the weather cools off a little bit. But it really does force you to think about like, what do I really, really want? What's going to taste good? What's going to feel satisfying? And so that's really the purpose of the treat day, is to not say like, oh, I don't eat that, I can never have that, but just no, I'm going to wait till Friday and that's when I'm going to have that. So it's delaying, it's not restricting. All right, what else do I want to tell you about this? Equipment. You need weights. The program does come with resistance bands, the kind with the handles, and there is a bandifier, a modifier showing how to use the resistance band for each move that uses weights. I will say that some of the band moves are not quite as effective, or you find yourself kind of doing the same thing. Like there's like all these different variations of chest presses, but doing chest presses with the band, it's hard to like do those different variations the way you would with like doing the weights this way and doing the weights this way. So, you can do it in a pinch, and I think it's great for when you're taking a vacation, you don't have access to a hotel gym with weights. But to do the whole program with bands, I would say you probably can't get quite as good results, but you certainly will get results, and you can challenge yourself. So I just want to mention that as an option. But having the split screen with the modifier, I think, is really wonderful. The program is mostly low impact for the HIIT portions, which I'll get to the structure a little more in a minute. But for the HIIT portions, where there are some moves that involve jumping, there always is a low impact alternative that is demonstrated. So this is really good, I think, for, I have one client who has a downstairs neighbor who's like a little grumpy and doesn't appreciate jumping, even if it's not late at night. So she just sticks to the low impact stuff, but I think she could do this with the low impact moves, modifications. And I also think that it can work for someone who, depending on what physical issue or injury you're dealing with, but as your coach, I can help you work with that. And I would hope you would consult with, a doctor or a physical therapist also to see if they agree with my recommendations. It's always good to have more opinions, right? Especially just, you only get one body, you got to take care of it. But we'll brainstorm some ideas if you do have like a knee injury, back injury, that kind of thing. I think this program is very doable with modifications, and I will help you with that. As far as how the workouts are structured, so each week you'll have your chest and triceps day, back and biceps day, shoulder day, and leg day. Okay, so those are kind of the 4 muscle groups that are worked. And then also within each week, you will have lift 50-50. So it's like 50% lifting and 50% HIIT. So first lifting and then HIIT. Or you'll have, let me just see. Okay, so intervals. Yes, okay. So it's either lift 50-50, so first one, then the other, or it's intervals where the exercises are in trios. So you have 2 lifting exercises, then HIIT. That's my favorite because you do lift, lift, HIIT, lift, lift, HIIT. And just that combo I think is really fun. And okay, the other format is circuit, which is just lifting without the HIIT. Every workout of every kind in this program ends with core work. And then, okay, so the 4th format is pure HIIT. So you'll have 1 pure lifting day, 1 pure HIIT day, and then 2 combo days that are just organized differently. And, the same format doesn't go with the same muscle group every week. So you're kind of moving around the order of the exercises and how you're working the muscles, and you're doing like all different variations. Like there's like 4 or 5 different kinds of bicep curls, and your biceps are so dead. Like I have been lifting and doing, like I just came off of 80-day obsession and was lifting super heavy. Like for me, 20 pounds with bicep curls was a lot. And I had to actually go down in weights for this because he just freaking exhausts you with so many reps, and I have been so incredibly sore. So that's my other recommendation. If you have not tried the Beachbody Performance line of supplements yet, they have some really, really effective, all-natural, plant-based, botanical soreness fighting agents that help so much, in addition to the protein and branched chain amino acids to rebuild your muscles. But I really think that I just highly recommend that if you're doing this program. Let me make sure that I have covered everything. In terms of who it's for, I think it is suitable for beginners. Just got to be prepared to work hard. And it does have those low impact modifications. Strength training programs are nice for that because you can start with light weights. So, there's like a natural way to make it more approachable for beginners. Yeah, I think I really, I hope I've covered everything. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, leave me a comment. I do respond to comments, and check out the description for the video if you are interested in trying this out with me. Thanks for watching.